وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله. By the grace of Allah, we are here together today. Of all the millions of people, Allah have selected you to be with us and make it easy upon you. MashaAllah. So, we welcome you for this penultimate talk by our beloved guest. Let us all ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban Dr. Abdul Mun'im Jitmoud to Malaysia and to the capital city of Selangor, Shah Alam. Alhamdulillah, we are blessed to have this program by the side of the Masjid, Masjid Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah. Alhamdulillah. And I do welcome also my good friend, Professor Dr. Fauzan from the International Islamic Institute of Thoughts. Alhamdulillah. And also I welcome Sister Norma, the Director for Majlis Agama Islam and Islamic Outreach, ABIM, who has, and her team basically, including Sister Zawiyah, have worked very hard to try and bring it here to their place. But because of the latest things that's happening, we have been, alhamdulillah, given the opportunity to speak in this nice hall. So again, with the ni'mah, we are all gathered here. So hopefully we will have a good session then, inshallah ta'ala. But before we start the program, inshallah we'll start with the Kitab so that Allah will send us all the barakah and please be the program that we are here. Al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in As-sirata al-mustaqim Sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. So brothers and sisters, before we commence, we will, as we have opened our event with Kitab, so we want to pick from the Kitab some very specific ayat in relation to the topic that we are going to discuss and share today, inshallah. Our topic today is Rahmatan lil Alamin, mercy of mankind. Is it fantasy or is it reality? From the perspective of multi-culture, multi-communities, multi-racial and that sort of things, so that then inshallah we can have a better understanding on the matter. So therefore, we would like now for us to have our Qari, last minute arrangement, and he came all the way from Comoros Island. Anybody know where is Comoros Island? Raise your hand. You know Comoros Island? Where? India, okay. What is in the Indian Ocean in planet Earth? That's correct, but where exactly? Anybody? Sorry, it's in Africa, very close. After Africa, it's in the island of Madagascar. East Africa. It's if you see the Africa continent and then Madagascar island. I know you know Madagascar because of the movie. There is an island there, a couple of islands. So he come from that island all the way to Malaysia to study. He's completed his masters, alhamdulillah, from the University of Medina here in Shah Alam, not in Medina, and now he is pursuing his PhD. So inshallah, let's all welcome Brother Abdul Rahman Yusuf, who's going to read from Surah Al-Anbiya. Now open your most smart gadget. If the gadget doesn't have Quran, it is not a smart gadget. Go to Surah Al-Anbiya and he will read from ayat 106 until the end. Is that okay? So, tafadhal wal mashkura, Brother Abdul Rahman.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولقد كتبنا في الزبور من بعد الأرض ولقد كتبنا في الزبور من بعد الذكر أن الأرض يرثها عبادي الصالحون إن في هذا لبلاغ لقوم عابدون إن في هذا لبلاغا لقوم عابدين وما أرسلناك إلا رحمة للعالمين قل إنما يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فهل أنتم مسلمون فإن توليتم فقل آذنتكم على سواء إن أدري لعله فتنة فإن تولوا فقل آذنتكم على سواء وإن أدري أقريب أم بعيد ما توعدون إنه يعلم الجهر من القول ويعلم ما تكسبون وإن أدري لعله فتنة لكم ومتاع إلى حين إنه يعلم الجهر من القول ويعلم ما تكتمون وإن أدري لعله فتنة لكم ومتاع إلى حين قال رب احكم بالحق وربنا الرحمن المستعان على ما تصفون.
We'll just try to digest this meaning. For those of you who knows Arabic, is great. But for those of you who are not, then let's just ponder. It's not only listening to the ayat, but more importantly is la'allakum tatadabbarun. More. So, and certainly we wrote in the book, Surah Ayat 105, after the reminder that as for the land, my righteous servant shall inherit it. Most surely, in this is a message to people who serve. And we have not sent you, but as a mercy to the mankind. Say, it is only revealed to me that your Allah is one Allah, and will you then submit? But if they turn back, so if people do not accept Allah, say, I have given you warning. In fairness, and I do not know whether what you are threatened with is near or far. Surely He knows what is spoken openly, and He knows what you hide. And I do not know if this may be a trial for you and a provision till a time. He said, Qala, O my Lord, judge thou with truth, and our Lord is the beneficent Allah, whose help is sought against what you ascribe to Him. Sadaqallahul Azim. Alhamdulillah. May all these words will give us a sense of inspiration that the Prophet has come to warn us with the message, and still the dua of asking Allah to make a fair judgment on us. So brothers and sisters, as before we invite our beloved learned speaker, I just wanted to see a show of hand. How many people have attended his talk since he came here on Tuesday? Can you raise your hand? So okay, we have only a handful of people. So that shows that majority have not listened to what you have heard, what you have said. But the other point is that how many people have watched this video by the famous actor American Morgan Freeman? So that's quite a majority. But I'm sure when you watch it, you were watching it alone, you were watching it in your own time, and you were watching it out of curiosity maybe. But we're going to still show you again for two reasons. Reason number one is to put everybody in the same frame mind, the backdrop of why this man is present in this part of the world. So frame your thoughts. Now secondly is that, and more importantly, once we watch this video, once we have listened to it, the tadabbur that we have to ask ourselves, what are we going to do about it? Because that question has always been asked by Allah. It's not about you listening to it, but it's about you thinking about it, inshallah. So can we take this 7 minutes video for you to frame your mind, and then for you to start thinking about it, and our Dr. Jitmoud will then present his thoughts on the subject then.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you have to ponder why Morgan Freeman chose a graveyard and not in the studio, nor at the place of the event. That is the transition of where we are in this earth. We will be following their footsteps, but it's how our ending going to be. His son could have gotten a car accident, serious illness, died in a hospital, or even drowned on the sea. But Allah chooses him in that situation because Allah has a test. And again, at the time where Islam is being hated in that part of the world with Islamic phobia ongoing, it seems unthinkable to see how it happened. And I think with Dr. Jitmoud's background coming from Thailand, he is the child number 9 of 11 children, 10 other siblings, and at the early age of 22 migrated, or rather he wanted to pursue his studies initially to America. Again, a country which is a with a lot of yet to be Muslim majority. And then he found not only life there, but he found his wife, which I will assume he will be giving you more information, and also his 6 children. And the destiny of Allah has landed him there. And that's the point. This is an environment where they have to make sure they survive and they thrive.
having the Islamic identity. So how do you do that? How do you coexist in multicultural, people having negative thoughts, stereotyping, perception? We in Malaysia, we travel everywhere, there is Masjid, there is surau, you can hear the azan. But for them, it is not something luxury that they will have in that country. But they will have people yelling, screaming, and then making physical act wherever you go, especially to the ladies. So I like then Dr. Jitmoud to enlighten us and share his experience on how this multicultural coexistence with the backdrop of Rahmatan lil Alameen, can we make it a reality, or is it still a fantasy in our country? Tafaddal mashkuro. We will have about close to 1.5 hours for him to present, and he will pause towards the end for some question and answer, and then hopefully before Dhuhr we will come to a stop for him to pray, and later we will have to rush to another program in Karangkraf this afternoon then. With that, Dr. Jitmoud, are you ready? Okay now? Tafaddal mashkuro.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Make dua for each other to attain peace, rahmah, and barakat from Allah to you, and you give back to me. Like we will start off the most authentic beauty of Islam. Islam very beautiful, and you are very beautiful because you are polished your heart with salam, the source of peace, and rahmah. Allah is the source of mercy. That's the topic today. Wa ma arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin. Wa ma arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin. This is not coincidence. For our dearest son Salahuddin to be shaheed across the world, and his father standing right here at the Masjid named Salahuddin Ayub. His name Salahuddin Ayub too. This is not coincidence, because to Allah or for Allah there is no accident. For me standing in front of you, travel across the oceans and continents, and to be standing in the noble facilities with the very dear member Ummah of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there is no accident. That's why we have to say Alhamdulillah. So Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, amma ba'du. One family tragedy, a mercy for mankind. Forgiveness came at the height of Islamic phobia. 2 years ago, when we entered the courtroom of superpower of the world at the present century, Islamic phobia at the height. Didn't come by accident. Allah wants it to be like that, because Allah tasting the ummah who's sleeping. The ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sleeping to take the message that Rasulullah SAW brought for us 1400 years ago, and we didn't do our job. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to do our job as assigned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that said, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. This kalimat tayyibah, the foundation of our life, the stepping stone for Akhirah, Jannatul Firdaus and Ala. How many of you really want to go to Jannah? How many of you want to go to paradise? Every human being has potential to go to paradise. And now how to get there? That's what our effort had to be made. Believe in Allah and follow Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I told Mr. Freeman, Shahada. I don't know if you agree with me. Yeah? Do you agree that Shahada really make forgiveness possible? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it happen. What you saw in video in the courtroom, the director of everything is Allah. Not like in Hollywood. Most of all of the director human being. But what in the courtroom we didn't plan, Allah planned. Subhanallah, it's the best of all planners. I want to introduce my humble beginning, where I came from, where Allah placed me in the womb of my righteous mother. In Thailand, a farm boys in Thailand, to the principal Al-Mudir in 7 Islamic school in America. You see, have you seen the buffalo before? Very beautiful domestic animal, my friend. One time I had 10 of them. I used to jump from one bag to another bag. I used to clean them in the canals because so muddy, but I enjoy cleaning them. With the mercy of Allah, Allah took me across the ocean, across the continent. After spending 22 years in the central Thailand, predominantly Buddhist society, making hijrah. With the mercy of Allah, that's a topic today, for the pleasure of Allah. We live our daily life every minute and second for the pleasure of Allah. Not for the pleasure of our own nafs, our own self. Do everything we could that Allah pleased with us. Even before you put your shoes, you remember that may Allah be pleased with put the right shoe first. When you enter the bathroom, Allah be well pleased with me. I enter with the left foot. I went to beautiful Masjid. I enter Masjid with the right foot. Oh Allah, have mercy on me. Every breath we take, every moment the heart beats, make sure that please Allah. Oxygen given to us by Allah. The heart beats controlled by Allah. So far up to here or 2 minutes, do you agree with me? And our dear brother give you an hour and a half. SubhanAllah, would you be able to have enough patience to listen to the heavy accent from Thailand? That's very brave of all of you, yes. In order for you, for us to receive nusrah from Allah, you have to make hijrah. That's what I made hijrah to America. I was asked all the time, I'm sure you want to ask too, don't ask, it's already there. Too late. But never too late. The one who loves Allah, never too late. The one that Allah continue to monitor our hearts to beat, that is never too late. The when is late is that when the ruh, the soul come out from our throat. Then we say, La ilaha illallah. Say La ilaha illallah. And nobody here, I think, say La ilaha illallah. It's Malaika full in this room writing down, the one on the right shoulder. Who influenced and impact my life the most? You don't have to guess. Number one is Allah, who gave me my life and yours. Our Creator and the Creator of the whole universe. But Allah is so merciful because He is the source of mercy. Allah is so peaceful because He is the source of peace. As-salam. He gave me Islam. Because the question asked me, so I say, is give me Islam. Now you say, oh, like mine too. If you think it's like mine, can you raise your hand? Does Allah give, Allah the one who influenced your life and give your life, and then He did give us roam around in the earth without guidance. Allah give guidance, and He give Islam to be the way of life. And I became Muslim in the Buddhist society, and then I love Islam, and I follow Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So number one has influence that have impact in my life is Allah. Then the second who influence me and who also impact my life, my righteous parents. Hajjah, near Haji Adam and Hajjah Khadijah. The righteous parent who shaped my life. Number two, who agree with me that you have that too? You don't have to raise hand because I don't want to take too much time. But then number three, I'm sure you have, like me, my righteous wife. Dr. Linda, who later became Jamila, her ancestor from Greece, and her mother from Germany, Kologotonis, a righteous wife who impacted my life. As our brother mentioned about multicultural society and diversity, Islam promotes multiculturalism and diversity. I live in Thailand, the land of multicultural society. Now Malaysia has multicultural society in Asia, but no country in the world that's perfectly described this ayah more than America. Everyone that born on earth send representative to live in America. I was born raised in Water Buffalo. I said, no, you have to go there too. Yeah? Alhamdulillah. Now, I want to present to you the beauty of Islam, which is come in the form of the word of Allah, Al-Quran. We are many, but we are one. Ummatan wahida. Unity in diversity, we are one human family. We are one human family, yes. This ayah really tells us that. It also tells us that Allah wants us to build the bridge and destroy the wall among human race. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الناس إنا وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. Allah addressed to all mankind. Ya ayyuhan nas. Sometimes he addressed Ya ibni Adam, all the children of Adam, and we all children of Adam. Sometimes he addressed to specific group of people because he's the author of Quran. He can do as he please, and we love what he did for us. Because he sent Al-Quran to be the constitution of our life for a success journey to Akhirah. He will sometimes he says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Oh, you who believe. That means Muslim mu'min. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. When you hear this address from Allah to us, you and me, listen up, because there will be something follow, like this one. إِذَا نُودِيَ لِلصَّلَاةِ مِنْ يَوْمِ الْجُمْعَةِ. Allah ordered us to make Jum'ah, Salatul Jum'ah, like we did yesterday. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam. Allah wants us to fast. Order come. Only the one who under the title of Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Like a father and mother at home. Oh my children. So everyone in your family being addressed by parents. But when Allah said, Oh Abdullah, who come to parents, Abdullah, pay attention what mom and dad gonna say. Go mow the lawn. So the rest don't have to be involved in this because you have to wash the dishes. Okay? So this one, all mankind, listen up. We have created you from males and females. Male Adam, alayhi salam, our first father, our first prophets. Female, in Islamic tradition, known as Lady Hawa, radiyallahu anha. In America, they call her Eve. As a Muslim, we call her Hawa. Okay, we create you male and female, then what happened next? We made you nations and tribes, different color, different language to communicate. For what purpose is that? So that we can know one another. That's the purpose. If you build wall, would you know your neighbors? You just block yourself from communicating with your neighbors. This one Allah said, build a bridge. It doesn't matter if it's a canal or the river or the ocean. Build a bridge. Bridge means you have to communicate. Then Allah give one criteria who is the best among mankind. Only one criteria. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Surely the noblest of you in the sight of Allah is the one who is the best in conduct, the one who have taqwa. The height of each one of us, the color of the skin, the color of our hair, the shape of our teeth, Allah will not judge us because He the one who gave us. We have no control. Anything that we have no control, Allah will not use to judge us. Allah will judge us how we behave in this life. And the best to judge us, Allah said, Taqwa hahuna fil qalbi. Allah created the physical heart, but we have to work on spiritual heart, put taqwa in our practice. Right now you are here, you have taqwa, because you want to seek the pleasure of Allah. And Allah said, surely Allah knows and aware. Allah knows everything. Surah Al-Hujurat 49 and 13. Alright. This is my wife's family. She's be part of the middle class American family in the Midwest. Dr. Jamila Kologutonis. She searched for the truth. She was Christian. When we first met, she tried to convert me to Christianity, but I stand my ground. Even though I came from Thailand, influenced by Buddhist culture. But my parents, that's why you saw why my parents number 2 after Allah. Because they taught us, even though we grew up, 11 of us grew up with them in the farm, but you are not farmers, you are the Muslim farmer. You are the Muslim farmer that has La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And my mother taught us to fall in love at the early age. How many of you know what falling in love means? You smile. I said, Mama, I call her Ma. Why you want me to fall in love? She said, yeah, I want you to fall in love at early age. You want to fall in love with Allah. Since then, I fall in love with Allah until today. And I pass this on to our 6 sons. Dr. Jamila searched for the truth after she discovered the discrepancy of Christianity is no longer suitable for her lifestyle. She found Islam. That's Islam, the way of life that gives her peace. She accepted Islam on the 19th morning of Ramadan. She wanted to try for 6 months. She said, after 6 months, I never look back, because what I searched for, I have found it. Then she worshiped Allah. The night of Hidayah, she makes salat, she makes prayer. She said, oh Lord, I have been worshiping you for 23 years. What my parents taught me how to worship you. And my minister also taught me how to worship you. Now I change my request and I present to you my request. Oh my Lord, show me how you want me to worship you. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. I come to Sunnah of Rasulullah SAW. That's why La ilaha illallah, to Allah we worship. Muhammadur Rasulullah, we worship, we come to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And she promoted Islam at most in her 60, with 23 years of her life. And then she returned to Allah, who created her. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. For Allah, there is no accident, because this ayah came when I received the words news in my life when the news of Salahuddin got murdered. Beside that, before that, I said, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Comfort me that Salahuddin belonged to Allah and he returned to Allah. This one reassure that no accident about it. Allah has decreed, Allah has ordained. Qatrullah. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم قل لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا هو مولانا وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون. Authentic beauty of Islam, beautiful. Or 6,000 ayat plus, just like this. Even Alif Lam Mim, beautiful. Qaf, one word, one letter. That's the authentic beauty of Islam. Say, O Muhammad, nothing will happen to us except what Allah has decreed, written for us. He is the protector, and on Allah let the believer put trust. Really woke me up spiritually that morning of 9th of the April, the 20th, 2015, when we got the news of Salahuddin got Shaheed. And I noticed also when I went to study, search for this ayah, I found that Surah At-Tawbah, Surah number 9, and I'm number 9 of 11 siblings. Not accident. And number 51, I was born in the year of Common Era, 1951. And these ayah were revealed to Rasulullah 1500 years ago, applied to the man in Thailand now. No accident. Reassure that we have to believe what Allah decreed upon us. No accident. Start to get into what we are coming here today for. One family is a mercy for mankind. Mercy for Allah, for mankind. Alhamdulillah. As Muslim mu'min try to look at our life within us and the life outside of us, the life in the society, the life of the world, and the life in the universe, with two lenses. Lens that we wear the glasses, lens number on the right side through Quran, and the other one through the lens of left eyes, Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you will find peace. At the time of shock, your son is dead, 400 miles away from me. The comfort starts sitting in the human being, like me, very weak. But because of Allah, because of Quran, because of Shahada, give me some strength to regain my conscience. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We have not sent you, O Muhammad, except as a mercy for mankind. Al-Anbiya 21:107. Then, when I look at the Lord of Salahuddin, I start to look at what Allah said in Quran, little on the right side. Then what Rasulullah sallallahu, what happened with Rasulullah? When the famine, what is the greatest tragedy? When the humanity lost Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Allah sent him for the mercy of mankind. And we love him. But his sunnah is with us. And Al-Quran is revealed upon him with us. We must to carry that not in the hearts only. Walk in Quran. Walk sunnah way. Because we believe, we talk, then we walk and we share. As I'm doing to you now, by the help tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the greatest loss of humanity. Allah sent him for humanity, not just you and me. These ayah in an Anbiya for mankind, for the animal kind, for the tree kind, for the rock kind, for the river kind and ocean kind. Everything. That's why we cannot waste the water when we drink. We have to drink it all. Because that's ni'mah Allah give and become amana upon us. When we have animal at home, take good care of it. Don't abuse it. All these described into Rahmatan lil Alameen. Allah is the source of mercy, Ar-Rahman. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah also Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Quddus, As-Salam, Al-Mu'min, Al-Muhaymin, As-Sabur. Number 99. Allah is the source of mercy. He has sent Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as mercy for mankind from himself. No one sent Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam but Allah. That is because Allah is true, Quran is true, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is true. The statement of وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. It is fantasy of reality. The answer for me is this. The statement is the truest reality. Because Quran is true, Allah who wrote Quran and who sent Allah Rasulullah to convey the message of Quran to us. Therefore, whoever undoubtedly follow the example of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in mercy. We have to be merciful, as I said to Mr. Freeman in the video you just saw. We have to be merciful to those who hurt us the most. It did come overnight. It come from the early childhood rearing by our parents and environment that they brought us up. Subhanallah. That's why very important. We must put our children in Islamic environment. Allah blessed me to be the principal and mudir of Islamic school in America. Not one, not two, but 7 Islamic schools. And I visit Islamic school in 100. Conduct workshop for the teacher. Visit the school. Talk to the 100 and thousands of students. To make sure they are on the right path. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Whoever undoubtedly follow example of Muhammad SAW in mercy will be loved and forgiven by Allah. Dr. Yubilaf tried to convert me to Christianity. I stood my ground because my iman and yaqeen in Allah that I brought up in Buddhist society was so strong. Because Allah made me strong from the parent who gave me tarbiyah in the early year. I thank Allah. That's why I want Malaika to write name Sadaqatul Jariyah for them. The one that you see in the saw in the picture, they already returned to Allah Rahmah. I share with you another authentic beauty of Islam. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. How many of you here love Allah? The Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Because the one who created us, we have to love him. قُلْ إِن كُنتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. How many you increase your satisfaction in Islam? You're really happy that there will be more too. That's why when we hear the Adhan, we say, Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam nabiyya wa rasula. The meaning is that we are so well pleased with Allah as our Creator, our Lord. And we're so satisfied and pleased with Islam as our deen, way of life. And Muhammad Sallallahu as our Nabi, our Rasul. That's what these du'as are all. Whoever say this, Allah forgive. Now come back here. Say, oh Muhammad, to all humanity, not just us, Muslim. If you love Allah, that's why I asked if you love Allah. You love Allah, yes? Then follow Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Fattabi'uni. Then here, the thing that we wait for and we must earn to obtain it, the love of Allah grant to us. This is the question, because we have to start from us. If you love Allah, if you said you love Allah, then you follow Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is the sunnah of Allah from this ayah. If we say that we love Allah, we follow somebody else. That's why when Dr. Linda want me to become Christian, this ayah pop up. I want to earn Allah's love. I cannot follow Jesus as the Son of Allah or as the Lord in the flesh. She feels sorry for me because she said, I'm very well behaved. They talk so much about God. Very bad. He had to go to hellfire. Very sincere. She had good intention, though, but I stood my ground. But because of her sincerity, Allah brought her across the bridge. Remember ayah? Everything that we post on the slide had been seeking. I was seeking tawfiq from Allah to present to you. Because it's a long hour, you can be very tired. So now you can see how it's connected. Allah will love you, not only that Allah will forgive your sin. And we have to be forgiven in order to go to Jannah, paradise. And Allah said, Allah is the most forgiving, the most merciful. Be merciful and forgive. Inna Allah wa malaikatuhu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alaihi wa sallimu taslima. Rasulullah SAW, that we follow him so that we can earn the love from Allah. Say, be merciful to others and you will receive mercy from the source of mercy, Allah. Forgive others, Allah will forgive you. The source of forgiveness, and Allah loves to forgive. That's why if we love Allah, forgive. Be merciful and forgive. SubhanAllah, this is a story that happened at the life of Rasulullah. Anas bin Malik radiyallahu anhu report, a man came to Rasulullah sallallahu. In his hand he held a man who killed his relative. And he said to Rasulullah, he asked Rasulullah to punish him. Rasulullah said, forgive him. But he just killed my relative. Then Rasulullah said, take blood money. This is how the Sharia starts in the courtroom in the United States also. But we pick the last one, forgive. That man can be in electric chair, no harm done from us, we come to Islam. Or we can take money. Money is dunya. If you love dunya, put in your hand. But if you love Allah and Akhirah, put in the heart. So the man refused. No, I don't want money. I have a lot of sheep and goats in the desert. So Rasulullah said, go and kill him. You are just like him, the killer. I don't want to be the killer. So what happened to the man? The man exercised his mercy. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. He exercised his mercy and he let the man go. Alhamdulillah. So not just Rasulullah practice the source of the merciful. Anyone who have mercy just like him would do that. And we are in this wonderful country of Malaysia, we must do the same thing if the situation arrives. Have mercy and forgive people when it hurt the most. That happened to us. It happened to Rasulullah too, more than anyone on earth. Merciful forgiveness, but we have to do for the sake of Allah, not for worldly gain. You know, if we were to take the blood money, that's a worldly gain. But when we forgive, that's for the sake of Allah, for real. Merciful forgiveness is the greatest gift or charity in Islam, why it hurts the most. How can I forgive when it hurts so much? It's really hurt. I don't want Allah to put you in that situation. Being able to be mercifully forgive those who have wronged you is a mark of spiritual strength, iman and yaqeen within your heart. And a confidence in your Islam. When Dr. Jamila want to convince me to be Christian, I stand my ground. A man who born and raised in Buddhist society. Sometimes it's not where you are, but how you are raised. Rasulullah was born and raised in Makkah. No Islam there. He is the one who reintroduced in Islam after 500 years plus. Because during those days we call Jahiliyyah. After Prophet Isa salam raised to Allah, 500 years between Isa salam and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Those periods we call the period of Jahiliyyah, the period of darkness. From that darkness, Allah raised the light, bring up the source of life to bring Islam to the humanity once more time. When you mercifully forgive, it's really happened to me and our son. You start to grow. Your heart begin to heal with the help of Allah. Always remember, help of Allah. What happened to us, not our ability. Sometimes we say, oh, I'm very soft, I'm so smart, I'm rich, I have power, I have position, I can do anything. Nothing happened without the mercy of Allah. "21st century, reality, mercy for mankind through the act of forgiveness." Now it's really personal to share with you. It's kind of slowly creep in before the time run out. Beautiful courtroom in Lexington, Kentucky. But it starts to get scary. I have been in United States up to now is 46 years. During my life there, every day we see the scene like this. The police car came into the crime scene and put the yellow tape. Do not enter crime scene. But on the 19th of April 2015, it's not somebody else. It's your own son. One of your own 6 sons, police came, put the yellow tape, and they carry him on the stretch, hospital stretch, covered with the plastic wrap, zip. Your son Salahuddin, Ayubi, I used to read newspaper often. Somebody got killed the next day is all over the media, radio, TV, and local newspaper. That's our own son. It took us 7 hours to drive to this city so that I can bury him, make janazah. He is very bright, and he wants to go to the college to be like his brother too. But thing happened, we have to enter the courtroom that day. So now we have 2 characters that we want you to take home today. How many of you have sons and daughters? Alhamdulillah, most of them not here, right? But you can take this message. You think it's beneficial to you as father and mother? They are the most important person in our life, correct? Yes. So there are 2 characters in this case: aggressor and victim. You will learn that what happened with this man. So I named him a young man who needs second chance to know Allah better. He's very smart, very athletic. He plays basketball. He's 22 also when he murdered the 22 years old. And I was in Thailand 22, and then I went to the United States at the age of 22. And the number is really something, numbers speak. But the drawback is that family collapse. Please do not divorce. Mother lived hundreds of miles away, father lived around 100 of miles away. He ran between these 2 parents. Very unstable life. Then life taking turn from bad to worst. Friends. Bad friend. So the next slide, I shared it with the high school student, whether they are Muslim or not yet Muslim, because you're going to be affected by the society. If you are in the shop that sells perfume, you don't have to buy, but you smell good too. But if you happen to climb into the garbage bin, you don't have to get dirty, but you smell bad too. You don't know. These 3 things. Stay away from at least 3 things, because this is the mother of all sin. It is a drug. The night of murder, he is really involved in drug and alcohol. The mother of all sin. The one who really didn't stop him from doing this, bad friend. Rasulullah emphasized so much to the parents. Make sure you pick the right friend for your children. Okay? Inna fi dhalika la'ibratan liman yakhsha. Let's take this. Whatever happened in your daily life is a lesson learned. So if you fear Allah, how many of you really, I don't know, I use the word fear. How many of you fear Allah's punishment? Displease of you fear to displease Allah. Then you are here with me because today is a lesson learned from you. You didn't have to be in my shoe, but we all walk together to raise our children and grandchildren. Bad friend. Then I give them the formula of true friends. Who is your true friends? Hard times always reveal true friends. True friends is someone who mentions Allah. True friend is someone who mentions Allah to you. You can tell your son and daughter that, okay? In your present. Fatima, did you make salat today? Are you going out? Yeah. Make sure you wear hijab, okay? That's what Allah means to me. Whatever Allah order, do it. What Allah forbid you, don't do it. Just easy like that. So a true friend is someone who mentions Allah to you in your present. Then I give the second paragraph, sentence. A true friend is someone who mentions you to Allah in your absence. That's why make dua for your friends when they are not with you. Allah loves that. A person that you make dua, you mention to them, halali. Allah here. Your friend didn't know. That's more authentic, acceptable by Allah. Because you're not showing off Fatima, right? They want to make dua for you. You can do that too. But if you really want to be a deep friend for your friends, make dua, especially before you go to bed. Forgive your friend. And you will be the people of Jannah, paradise. Now, second character, Salahuddin Jitmoud, who had been honored as a Shaheed. I know the time is running out. I have so many incidents that can share with you. Maybe during the question and answer, yeah, okay? Because as our dear brother Ahmad said that you will have chance to reflect upon what you are here today. Okay. Salahuddin is a type of person that opposite to the man you saw. He's very haya. I don't want to use the word haya as a shyness, but he's very modest. I never saw him wearing the short. These are parents when he grew up, of course. Wear the pants that below above the knee. And when we talk to the opposite gender, not like his mom opposite gender, but he hugged his mom and grandmother and aunts. But he talked to his classmate. He would look down, listen and communicate, because Allah said in Quran in Surah An-Nur, ayah 30, Allah commanded if you talk to the opposite gender, lower your gaze. That's Salahuddin. Would you like your children to be like this? Yes. And he is very generous. Allah loves generosity. He donated so much that we didn't know. After he died, we saw the receipts from Masjid, from Islamic school, from the Islamic organization. He always gave money to Muslim friends or not yet Muslim friends because he know the needs of those people. SubhanAllah. And he didn't have much, but he gave what he had with sincerity. He's very kind, very gentle. He loved the cats because mother passed away. Left the cats, he took over. And even asked the cat to read Qul Huwallahu Ahad, Qul Rabbin Falak, Qul Rabbin Nas. You see how he teaches the cat? Because the cat Muslim. God of mankind. I mean وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Man, the cats need to be kind with. And he's how to make sure the cat has food and water. And not only one, this one happened to be the mother. He loved this one because his mother seemed to be on her lap a lot because she's an author. She wrote books. Yeah. So this cat always crawl over her, and she will rub, massage her, and then put her down. I want to write, So she wrote the book. He's very patient because that's why we named him Ayub, from Nabi Ayub alayhi salam. But when he was in kindergarten, 5 years old, we asked him to be patient. He said, "Mama, patience take long time." He said, "Patience take long time, isn't it? Waiting, beer." He loved to wear beer. One company want to promote him and have a better salary and a better position. And his supervisor, that Salahuddin, we will give you promotion. He smiled, happy. And then he said, "However, you have to shave your beard." His happiness dropped from his face to toes. And then he said, "What wearing beard has to do with driving the truck? The UPS. I didn't write these policies, it come from corporation company." Then he said, "I want to stay in the warehouse stacking box. It's better for me than shaving my beard." He loved Rasul. He wanted to follow Fattabi'uni. That's why I brought that ayah for a reason. If you want Allah to love you, Fattabi'uni. Follow me, Muhammad sallallahu. In everything he did, we try, but we're not going to complete his sunnah, but do your best. What Allah will look at us is, what did you try? Your best. No excuse. Do amal salihat the best you could. You will have a shortcoming, but you did your best. You try your best. This one really made me and my dearest wife, Dr. Yamila, really happy. Because this one really wage war against Allah, His Prophet, riba. He knows, and his 5 brothers knows that we raised them without involved in riba, interest or usury. We took him to university, very expensive but very renowned school, who give him scholarship, but only half. So I asked her, "What about the other half?" They said that it's come from the family. I said, "We don't have that much money." And then she said, "Well, why don't you borrow money from the government or from the university?" And then what happened after that? You have to pay some sort of percent of interest, riba. I look at Salahuddin, "Mom and I raised you, never involved in interest. Do you like to start wage war against Allah with you, from you?" His happiness dropped again because he wanted to study that university so much. And then, because of the product of Islamic school, bring him to where he can make decision of his own, because we don't force him. We raise children, we didn't force our children. We had to do this, do that, but we show them how first, when they were young. So Salahuddin said, "Baba, take me back to Lexington. This is a different city. And I will ask Allah to help me. Inshallah, Allah will help me." Can you imagine? Not long after that, he delivered pizza, and then he got killed. Can you imagine if he passed away waging war against Allah? Not just him, but me too. Because my job is to advise my son, our son. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored him during his lifetime. He has sujood on his forehead. No, I just want to witness. because nothing happened by accident. These two beloved brothers of mine, Allah honor them, not accident, but Aman Salihan made Allah love them more. Put the dark spot like a Salahuddin earlier. And I want to be here to witness that. Yawman Qiyamah, if you need my help, I will look for you. Okay, look Salahuddin. He's 22 years old. Dr. Yamila has one too. A new Muslim who makes salat after me. I make salat for 60 some years anyway. Allah give the honor to someone that he loves. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, سِيمَاهُمْ فِي وُجُوهِهِمْ مِنْ نَثَرِ السُّجُودِ. Allah testify that. The mark of them on their foreheads from the trace of prostration as sujood. This is Salahuddin. Then what happened during Janazah? I kissed his forehead. I saw his more beard than this. At first, when the brother said, open Salahuddin face for Dr. Jitmoud to see for the last time, I thought I'm going to see my son that the eye pop out, because like that. Or very horrible face. It's the opposite. Allah comfort me again. I love my son. As Rasulullah loved his son, is Ibrahim alayhi salam, radiyallahu anhu. Ibrahim, the youngest one, passed away. Rasulullah cried. Because the love of the father to his son is authentic. Or the mother love for her children is very authentic. Because Allah put rahmah inside of the parent's heart. Even the animal. You know that the elephant will not step on his bed. The cats will rub, lick over the kitten. Who give this rahmah to the animal? Allah. So after I kiss his forehead, I make dua for him. Allahumma ighfir lahu, Allahumma arhamhu, Allahumma taqabbal a'malahu salih. Allahumma adkhil bi jannatul firdaus. And then they said, Ma'as-salama, my dearest son. Until next time. Say goodbye to your son for the last time. But I still remember that. That's why we're gonna earn our pleasure to be with him. We have choice to do that. We skip this one, but just want to show you that almost 90 million from this A+ video, the people view around the world. This is Islam that Muslim and not yet Muslim witness from the courtroom of the United States of America. We skip this one. This is not a fake, it's really happened. Alhamdulillah. I will ask my dearest brothers, Ahmad, to read this letter that Jason wrote to me 3 days. 3 days after the courtroom when the video went viral.
Dear Mr. Jitmoud, like most people, I recently saw you on the news. I'm sorry for your loss, and I hope that the days ahead are full of hope and happiness, inshallah. I just wanted to write you and say that because of you, I went ahead with taking my shahada. You are an inspiration to all, and you were a big reason that I went ahead with taking my shahada. Now I am a Muslim. For the past few months, I have been struggling with my faith, but now things are so much better. Thank you for your time, Jason R., Salt Lake City, Utah.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khairan, my dear brother Ahmed, Fakri, Hamza. Of course, along with Dr. Professor Fawzan Nuruddin Muhammad, to whom Allah may use him as instrumental for me to stand in front of you today. We know each other for 30 years in the United States, and his beloved wife raised one of our sons, and Musa Abdurrahman is Hafiz. So I went home to his home just last night. Very good Masjid, mashallah. And I have to tell Dr. Professor Roslina, Jazakillah khairan, terima kasih Doctor, for raising Musa 30 years ago. And his Hafiz teaching Quran being Imam in the West. This not accident that Allah assigned you to raise Musa. Changing diaper, all that. Alhamdulillah. Let's this one, not because I want to show the picture of my family, but I want you to take home the top one, the title. Love your loved one mercifully. Be merciful when you love. Be sincere, the Lord will say, before they are gone from you forever. Brothers, father, you still have your wife with you, alive? Yes or no? Yes. Alhamdulillah. That's what means for you. Sister, mother, you still have the father of your children with you? Yes? Alhamdulillah. This is one for you. So you love your husband, love your wife, love your children, love your co-worker, love your neighbors, whether they are Muslim or not just Muslim, love them. There should be no enemy, except sometimes we disagree, but respect each other before they are gone from you. A person that Allah sent in front of you is a gift from Allah, so you have to be thankful. Ni'mah. The person who really misbehaves and for give you a hard time is your test. Be patient with that person because it's not accident. So this Salahuddin buried in Lexington, Kentucky, 400 miles away from his mom's grave in St. Louis, Missouri. Once upon a time, that will take you to the last page that I want to share with you. During Ramadan, I sing Nasheed for the children in America. When the Ramadan arrived, and then I sing the Nasheed of Ramadan when Ramadan is gone. Because Ramadan is the greatest gift from Allah, the guest of Allah who brought value and worth of virtues along with Laylatul Qadr. All 2 years and 7 months before we pronounce forgiveness to him in the court. That if the tragedy bring you closer to Allah, it's a good tragedy. You understand what I'm saying? If the tragedy that happened befall upon you, that bring you closer to Allah, that's the one that you need to be close the most, Allah. Because He's the one who to honor you and me, Jannah, paradise. That's the ultimate place, paradise, but not only any paradise, Jannatul Firdaus and Allah the highest. Aim for the highest. And Allah gave us potential to aim that high and practice to earn that height. If the tragedy brings you close to Allah, say Alhamdulillah, that's the great benefit from that tragedy that you learn from. If someone get tested by Allah and then went to the alcohol shop and start drinking, that's really not good. Didn't bring that person close to Allah. Some in the United States, Muslim, when I walk around and travel around, give this topic, many of them commit suicide. Muslim commit suicide, not able to handle it. the tragedy. And many Muslim youth also run away from Islam. 46 years experience, I saw them all and I tried to save some of them. It's not an enjoyable story to share with you, but that's reality. That's reality. We have to work toward that. That's why I ask of you, I knew a big human being, but I ask of you to go back and sit with your children. I know you love them. They may make some mistake, make some mischief, love them anyway. When they love, when you know that you love them, they will not run away. They will find no friend but you. Father, you take good care of your son. Mother, take good care of your daughters. Father and mother, take good care of your son and daughter together. Any family that raise children together, stay together. Allah bless me to have such a righteous wife. Very simple. Materialistically, she's so simple. But imanically and intellectually, she's so smart. Allah gave her. The best of all, her intellect and her wisdom is to accept Islam. Any human being that Allah give intellect, but his intellect or her intellect didn't lead him or her to the one who gives you intellect, that's a sad story. You follow me? So ask Allah, oh Ya Allah, you give me brain to think, you give me heart to love. Please lead me to love you and Islam that you have given to the humanity. Inna ad-dina indallahil Islam. The way of life that accepted by Allah is only Islam. The way of life. I don't translate deen as religion. It's the way of life from here to 12 morning to 24 hours. Next one, you start healing the power of forgiveness for your heart from pain and suffering. We wait for 2 years, 7 months to be a happy person because Rocky Mountain, Himalaya Mountain, in this mountain, Kilimanjaro Mountain, Mount Fuji Mountain, all on top of our chest. The power number 3 is to earn forgiveness and mercy from Allah. Because Allah, Ar-Rahman, Allah is Al-Ghafur Ar-Rahim. If you forgive, Allah will forgive. If you have mercy, you have mercy. You cannot forgive until you have mercy. So all these work hand in hand. Number 4, to open the gate of forgiveness to that man that I hugged. I didn't hug that man on my own, Allah directed. Because against the criminal law of the United States of America, you cannot do that. But no one can stop me when Allah directs. That's why I said the director of that courtroom was Allah. And how could the video went out? Because they don't even let us take the camera in because it's high profile criminal. But Allah do everything. Allah is able to do all things that to us is impossible. To Allah is nothing impossible. Now number 5, to open a certain heart to receive Allah Hidayah to Islam. And I have one brief letter that's sent to me after that this man saw video after 3 days court hearing. Number 6, start to get more pleasant, more hope, more love in Allah, more love in Islam, more way to follow Rasulullah, more eagerness to follow Rasulullah, to enter paradise, Al-Jannah, by the mercy of Allah. How many of you again want to go to paradise of Allah? Takbir. Allah, the one who created paradise for the righteous people who follow, who obey Him. Allah also the one who created Jahannam, hellfire, for the one who disobey Him, who ungrateful to His ni'mah. So we have choice to make. We have choice to make. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave human being freedom of choice. Now we have to choose. Are we choosing to go to paradise by following what Allah taught, Allah teach in Quran, what Rasulullah show us in Sunnah? We have choice. Or you want to disobey Allah and ignore Rasulullah sallallahu. We have a choice to choose. But no one has a choice to choose the consequence of his choice. Adam alayhi salam and his wife, Lady Hawa, make a wrong choice. Allah said, don't come near the tree. Didn't even say, don't eat the fruit. Don't come near the tree. But they disobey Allah, they went and Shaitan really works step by step. That's why keep your children away from the opposite gender. That's what Shaitan loves. Because it's okay, because it's in the open place. It go like this. Finally, they both eat the fruits of the tree. Wrong decision, wrong choice. Did they have the choice to choose to stay in paradise or go to the earth? No, Allah decided. Allah decided, I forgive you. Rabbana, zalamna, anfusana, wa illam taghfir lana, wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. They admit the mistake, feel so remorseful, like that man. He feels so remorseful to me. Who am I not to forgive? Allah forgive His son, His servant. Who am I? I need to forgive by Allah. To be forgiven by Allah. So he has no
10 more minutes.
That's a lot. Yes, that's a lot.
Injury time.
This one really comfort us. Finally, we drive this home. Merciful forgiveness has power to reunite with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then our loved one. How many of you want to reunite with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? And how many of you want to reunite with your loved one? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ask Malaika to write down, because that's your intention. And it will happen, because the promise of Allah is true. The promise of Allah is true. Why use the word reunion with Rasulullah? He is with us if we follow him now. Rasulullah probably lying down under the green dome in Medina, but he is with us. His sunnah is with us. That's why we're gonna earn our pleasure to be with him. We have choice to do that. We skip this one, but just want to show you that almost 90 million from this A+ video, the people view around the world. This is Islam that Muslim and not yet Muslim witness from the courtroom of the United States of America. We skip this one. This is not a fake, it's really happened. Alhamdulillah. I will ask my dearest brothers, Ahmad, to read this letter that Jason wrote to me 3 days. 3 days after the courtroom when the video went viral.
Dear Mr. Jitmoud,
like most people, I recently saw you on the news. I'm sorry for your loss, and I hope that the days ahead are full of hope and happiness, inshallah. I just wanted to write you and say that because of you, I went ahead with taking my Shahada. You are an inspiration to all, and you were a big reason that I went ahead with taking my Shahada. Now I am a Muslim. For the past few months, I have been struggling with my faith, but now things are so much better. Thank you for your time. Jason R., Salt Lake City, Utah.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khairan, my dear brother Ahmed Fakri Hamza. Of course, along with Dr. Professor Fawzan Nuruddin Muhammad, to whom Allah may use him as instrumental for me to stand in front of you today. We know each other for 30 years in the United States, and his beloved wife raised one of our sons, and Musa Abdurrahman is Hafiz. So I went home to his home just last night. Very good Masjid, mashallah. And I have to tell Dr. Professor Roslina, Jazakillah khairan, terima kasih Doctor, for raising Musa 30 years ago. And his Hafiz teaching Quran being Imam in the West. This not accident that Allah assigned you to raise Musa. Changing diaper, all that. Alhamdulillah. Let's this one, not because I want to show the picture of my family, but I want you to take home the top one, the title. Love your loved one mercifully. Be merciful when you love. Be sincere, the Lord will say, before they are gone from you forever. Brothers, father, you still have your wife with you, alive? Yes or no?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. That's what means for you. Sister, mother, you still have the father of your children with you? Yes? Alhamdulillah. This is one for you. So you love your husband, love your wife, love your children, love your co-worker, love your neighbors, whether they are Muslim or not just Muslim, love them. There should be no enemy, except sometimes we disagree, but respect each other before they are gone from you. A person that Allah sent in front of you is a gift from Allah, so you have to be thankful. Ni'mah. The person who really misbehaves and for give you a hard time is your test. Be patient with that person because it's not accident. So this Salahuddin buried in Lexington, Kentucky, 400 miles away from his mom's grave in St. Louis, Missouri. Once upon a time, that will take you to the last page that I want to share with you. During Ramadan, I sing Nasheed for the children in America. When the Ramadan arrived, and then I sing the Nasheed of Ramadan when Ramadan is gone. Because Ramadan is the greatest gift from Allah, the guest of Allah who brought value and worth of virtues along with Laylatul Qadr. Can I have an example about Ramadan?
Yes.
Okay. So I give you example, and Salahuddin and his brother have been here, heard this nasheed in front of the school audience every morning assembly. So when the Ramadan start to come, we decorate the school to get them excited about welcoming the guests of Ramadan. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. We recite this ayah and then we follow with nasheed. Tururururururu sahlan ya Ramadan. Ahlan wa sahlan ya Ramadan. We welcome you, Ramadan. We welcome you, Ramadan. Then tomorrow Ramadan comes. So excited. Even the kids first grade start fasting too. They say, no, Ibrahim, you start half day, okay? I want to start, Mudi. I want to start because everyone fasting in this school environment. Okay? Then 29 days or 30 days gone quickly. They know that the guest of Allah is departing because Laylatul Qadr had been celebrated, had been achieved on the God night of the last 10 day of Ramadan. I want them to feel sad when your good friends leaving you and the marvelous guest of Allah. So I would say to them that you need to make dua that Allah prolong your life so you can see the next Hilal Ramadan. So I will sing the Nasheed again, but Nasheed not Ahlan wa Sahlan, it become Ilal Liqa. Ilal Liqa ya Ramadan, Ilal Liqa ya Ramadan. We say goodbye to Ramadan. We say goodbye to Ramadan. Salahuddin is very good in technology. He said, Baba, we have been hearing you year in, year out. I kind of like it. You like the kids around the world to listen to your nasheed? I said, how you do? I'm here with you. I will put you on YouTube. All right, okay, you think you can do it? He has camera, everything set up. If you go to YouTube now and type Welcome Ramadan or Bye Bye Ramadan, you will hear my voice but no picture. Okay, I'm sure if he is alive today, I will say like this that he will have motion picture too. Alhamdulillah. So when I kiss
Doctor.
يا رمضان إلى اللقاء يا رمضان. We will miss you, Ramadan. We will miss you, Ramadan.
you and your wife, Sister Yamila, is something else. So much thankful to Allah. So he did that. So when I kissed goodbye at his forehead and he's in the ground, before he was above the ground, and we will be there too. We will be there too. It's a matter of will. But death has no age limit and no gender discrimination. No announcement we made. Before we came here today, announcements made, appointment made, facility set up. You here, not death. Death will come unannounced. Prepare. Prepare for death tomorrow now. Prepare to enter Jannah tomorrow, today. Because these are haq, the truth. Whether Muslim or not yet Muslim will face it. No one can deny it. You can deny as many, you're going to face it. This is reality of dunya life. But live wisely. I didn't say live smartly, live wisely. Wise means the one who is able to use mental capacity to differentiate from the right and the wrong. That's why all Anbiya of Allah gives wisdom, hikmah. Because they have to lead the ummah in that time. Okay, so I start composing. But the difference is that Ramadan, I will say goodbye as you heard my brother Ahmad share with you. Next year Ramadan will return. But not so Dr. Jamila, rahimallahu alayhi, or not our dear son Salahuddin. No more return. But we'll see again inshallah on the promised day. Are you ready? mercy of Allah. Farewell to our dearest son, Salahuddin Ayub Jitmoud. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin, ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. We say goodbye to Salahuddin. We say goodbye to Salahuddin. We bid farewell to Salahuddin. We bid farewell to Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. We love you so, oh Salahuddin. We love you so, oh Salahuddin. We wish you well, oh Salahuddin. We wish you well, oh Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. We miss you so, oh Salahuddin. We miss you so, oh Salahuddin. See you again, oh Salahuddin. See you again, oh Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. May Allah bless you, oh Salahuddin. May Allah forgive you, oh Salahuddin. May Allah bless you, oh Salahuddin. May Allah bless you, oh Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. May Allah grant you, oh Salahuddin. May Allah grant you, oh Salahuddin. May Allah grant you the high place in paradise. May Allah grant you the highest place in paradise. Jannatil Firdaus al-A'la. Jannatil Firdaus al-A'la. Jannatil Firdaus al-A'la. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. We thank Allah for Salahuddin. We thank Allah for Salahuddin. Until next time, oh Salahuddin. Until next time, oh Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Ilal liqa ya Salahuddin. Turururu. I love you with all my heart forever. Your Baba. This is real. The mercy of Allah is real. Accept Allah's decision. Trust Him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from harm. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from haram. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide us to the path of Islam until we meet Him in Jannah with Rasulullah sallallahu and our loved one. To my dearest mother in Islam, my father in Allah, you will still have a chance to love your loved one with the best of your ability for the sake of Allah. I only said dua is forever until the promised day. Islam is so beautiful. Forgiveness is part of its beauty. Sometimes we have to make a hard choice to present the beauty of Islam to the world. And may Allah be well pleased with us. Wa jazakumullahu khairan.
Here to Dr. Jitmoud. I must admit that I've been with him for the last 5 days to the several programs, and despite watching and listening, it is coming from the heart, and because he's speaking from the heart into our heart, I think it's really touched that moment. But before I open the floor for some question and answer, maybe I want Dr. Jitmoud to enlighten him this experience he had living with his neighbors in America, which are basically, they are the only Muslim family. He is dressed the way he's dressed in the neighborhood, and things are happening with the neighbors throughout the year. Unlike Malaysia, we have only summer throughout the year. They have winter, they have spring, they have fall, they have the different period. And maybe you can enlighten us, what did you do as a family in the spirit of this multicultural and community on spreading rahmatan lil alamin? Further, brother.
Brother Ahmad, alhamdulillah. You are so kind to give me more moment to share. The experience is really happened, and I really appreciate this tissue. I didn't know that the tissue I gave that man 2 years ago, I will receive it today. It just came. I'm so sorry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed my family, because we moved from state to state, city to city, school to school, because during our time in the United States, when Allah assigned me to be the Al-Mudir, the principal Islamic school, we start off in Seattle, Washington. At that time, there was only 5 Islamic schools. Alhamdulillah. 30 years later, Islamic schools grow so fast in the not yet Muslim society. Now 500 Islamic schools. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
During our hijrah, serving Allah for His pleasure, Allah placed us in the neighborhood. No Muslim. You know, I'm the only Muslim educator from Thailand. Most of them not yet Muslim. Majority of Muslims live in Los Angeles. We have Masjid now there too. So we have been taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with our parents, that you have to be kind, you have to be merciful to whomever Allah placed in front of you, and the neighbor had the rights over you. This is the teaching of Islam. So Allah placed our with the apartment or the house with the Christian, with the Latino, with the Afro-American. You understand what I'm talking about? I don't want to use the color, but for the sake of conversation, that's what it is. What Islam taught us, we transfer this to our children. As brother said, it's a season. In the United States, 4 seasons, but the season that were like right now, heavy snow in St. Louis, Missouri. I escaped. I came to Kuala Lumpur, there is no snow, until no snow. I have probably tomorrow snow. Yeah. So when the snow comes, it's heavy. After Fajr, I will take our son to go out with a shovel. We shovel snow on our sidewalk. Then we start shovel snow at our neighbor, from the right, from the left, in front of the corner street. The neighbor woke up, saw us do that, they're surprised. Some of them, subhanAllah, still remember very juicy cookies. They bake fresh cookie for us, and they make hot chocolate, because during winter and the snow time, most Americans drink hot chocolate because it keeps warm. Then again, snow melt, the winter gone, the spring come, beautiful. Oh, have you seen? Yes, where are you from here? Yeah. Are you from here?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that you're a beautiful Japanese girl. You're beautiful too. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah. The birds start to twinkling. Flowers start to bloom. And then what happened? Look down, grass growing up. When the grass growing up, you have to mow the lawn. So we mow the lawn at our yard. But neighbor had the right over us. So we start mowing the lawn for the neighbor. They're so happy. They want to pay our sons. I said, don't take money, because this is our duty, and they're right. SubhanAllah, sometimes they just put something in the envelope. I said, then if they do that, you can take it. That's during spring and summer. Then came again autumn season. What happened with autumn season? Who knows? Yes, the beautiful leaves start to change color. Allah, beautiful. This is Allah. You know, and when I look at myself, of the season in the United States, it reflects the life of human being. Myself, for instance, right now I can tell you that I'm look like a man Muslim who makes Salatul Fajr, Salatul Asri. The sun starts to decline, then soon disappear, will be in the grave. Salatul Fajr, when you start coming out from your mother's womb, Fajr, and start to become bigger, teenager, then adult, have a successful family, education, all that. Then you start to decline again. So the winter gone, summer gone, spring and summer gone, season, next season was autumn, we call fall season, leaf fall. We start breaking leaves. all of them gone, trees, no leaf, because the tree obey Allah. We notice that some tree remain, leaf remain. Allah show us that Allah punished the one who disobeyed Him. The branch came down because heavy snow. The reason Allah let the order the leaf to fall so that when snow comes, you will remain strong. You see how nature, we can learn from nature. So we start drinking leaf, we start the neighbor. So this is how 46 years we never had enemy. We always have good friends. They cry when we move. We want to never to feel like that. Or when they move from us, they cry. Either way. So Alhamdulillah, oh Ya Allah, we have done what Rasulullah, your beloved Prophet taught us. And now we transfer to our son. And our son, mashallah, is so obedient to us and to his mother. So this is what we live our life in the United States this way. Allah put us in such environment that we have to accept the challenge. Allah placed the situation, accept it, and be positive, proactive. Bring Islam to your practice. Bring Islam, bring Iman into practice. Bring Iman into practice. Bring Iman into practice. Then inshallah Allah will be well pleased with us.
Just remain there then. We'll just allow now the audience to open up for any clarification. I'll take one or two questions. Jamila will bring this cordless mic and then we will quickly respond so that we can close the session shortly then.
Assalamualaikum, Doctor.
Waalaikumsalam. I can see. We can stand.
You can, yeah, as long as you ask the question, stand or sit or lie down is okay.
Assalamualaikum, Doctor. My name is Mohan Hanafia. I'm from Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
One question actually. I myself, father of 5 children. At this time,
I understand. We are on the same boat.
yeah. I can't imagine myself to be in your shoes. If I've faced such tragedy. So, just one question I want to ask. It's okay, because I lost.
That means you are normal.
Because
You are a very normal man.
I lost my younger brother a few years back. So, how did you get your inner strength to face these challenges? We are humans. Sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we feel happy. But when Allah tests us, there's moment we will feel down and lost. Don't know what to do. So, how did you find your strength? Maybe you can share with us.
I think you cope with this loss.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it is.
Okay, so we take that one question. So while Dr. Jitmoud gives some thoughts, how do you cope in the moment where you lost or you not sure where you're heading? So can I get one more question so that we can collect? Sisters, do you have any question?
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Dr. Jitmoud, thank you very much for coming to us. My name is Ahmad. I'm from Malaysia.
Okay.
I was visiting the United States many times before, and I can imagine that living in the States, there are a lot of difference of culture, and it's influenced the way you dress, the way you think, and so on and so forth. Yeah. But in your case, how do you live in the States, especially in the community where only you are Muslim, but you can maintain your identity, like the way you dress? Look at you, it reminds me of my late father, who always maintained his identity in such a way that even though he traveled to the Western capital city, he still remained the same person, the same dress, the same way of speaking and so forth. So could you share with us, like, what actually motivate you to remain steadfast on the way you are, even though you are in different part of the world? Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Terima kasih.
So there's two questions in one, because, okay, sister here is going to ask. So let me just summarize that brother question. How do you maintain your identity in a different environment or a strange or foreign environment? I know you got a sub-question on how do you motivate that, but we'll make sure that we consolidate that two questions in the form of identity. Fadal ya, Professor Dr. Salia.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear brother, Dr. Mun'im Jitmoud. Of course, we are blessed. We have my husband and I and the children. We met Dr. Mun'im Jitmoud in the US when we were doing our Masjid. So it's really an honor for us, and we were really sad when we heard about the passing away of Dr. Jamila, whom I met also.
Your question, sister.
Yeah, okay. I just want to ask a very short question. Have you ever scolded your children, your sons? Have you ever scolded your sons?
Scold.
Marah.
Angry.
Yeah, angry.
Have you become...
Yeah.
Did any of your children went through your yelling, shouting, spanking, all those things that normal parents would normally want to do or yet to want to do? So we want to get your formula in terms of managing this anger as parents. So 3 questions. I'm going to stop now so that we can summarize. So
You help me with the
I will help you whenever you need help.
parenting skills. Okay, mashallah. I will form one more question for my beloved audience, because I set up the tone for you, but since our organizer said that no more questions, remember I said that ask me what happened with our youngest son, Salahuddin, refused to forgive. Nuruddin. Do you like to know this situation? Why he refused to forgive? That's probably your brother's question also. Okay. You know, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. To you alone we worship, and to you alone we seek help. During this audience of 2 and 7, 2 years, I always ask Allah to give tawfiq to do that is whatever right. To me, to forgive him came naturally. Okay, but to Salahuddin brothers, it's hard because they all love Salahuddin. But everyone start to come toward me, because my goal is that if I cannot bring our son, I always say ours, even though my wife, dearest wife, Dr. Jamila, already gone, she is still with me. So I always say our son with me. So the rest of them, yes, Baba, will forgive as you forgive him, except Nuruddin. It's a challenge for me now, a lot placed in front of me, because I want 100% our family forgive. Otherwise I'll be, we call failure. As a father, I fail because my advisor or my soulmate already left me. That's really on your own. But you'll never be alone because Allah, as long as we reach out to Him. So I ask Allah to give me tawfiq wal hidayah. This, oh ya Allah, I want 100%, but this man didn't want to forgive. Because the night of murder, he was with his brother, alone, really hard. And his older brother Ahmad is in Spain. There's your brothers in Wisconsin. The dear brothers somewhere. 2 of them with me in St. Louis, 400 miles away. He called his brother, raining, said, Assalamu alaikum, Salahuddin, alaikum salam, Nuruddin, anything okay? Yeah, but when are you coming home? So Salahuddin said, I have one more delivery to go, and then I will come home to you, because 10 o'clock he usually go, because they're taking care of each other. I told them that. 10 o'clock, subhanAllah, Salahuddin delivered the last order, but not the last order. When he entered the restaurant, the Pizza Hut, the one order came. Belonged to, as I said to Mr. Freeman, belonged to a young lady. When the computer print out the address, it to the address that's not very safe, night time. So she said, I'm not going. That's her right to protect herself. Nuruddin Suhani, how Allah ordained that he will be killed. He will be shaheed regardless. So he said, and that's the nature of Salahuddin. He's very helpful and kind. He said, let me take this for you, and then I can bring you a tip, and then I will go home to my brother. He never returned. Nuruddin waited for his brother and called. He fell down and sleep on the couch in the living room. At 3 o'clock in the morning, which 2 o'clock in my time in St. Louis, he heard the door knock. Look at the watch. Oh, Salahuddin, 3 o'clock. Why is late today? So he eagerly opened the door. I thought he was going to see his brother. You know whom Nuruddin saw? The policeman, not one, not two, but three. This is, then they asked him, this is a Salahuddin resident? Yes, I'm his brother. I'm waiting for him. Look around. I'm so sorry. We have to deliver the news that he's dead. He got murdered, and we just, clear the area. Now it's time for us to tell you. Let's take about 4-5 hours to clear everything. Put the red tape, the yellow tape. Can you imagine 18 or 19 years old, home alone, got the shocking news in his life? Because his mother passed away, he prepared himself 10 years, mom gonna be gone because of leukemia. But this case is tough. His head spin. What to do? Don't know what to do. So Alhamdulillah, that's what. Then on the court day, he was very mad. He loved his brother so much. He's the last one in our family to see Salahuddin. Yeah. So on the day before the court date, the team addressed us how to behave in the court case. We never been in the courtroom before, and I hope we don't have to do again. Said how to do this, how to do. Nuruddin, we know Nuruddin is still angry inside his chest. He said, Nuruddin, why don't you stay in the hotel? And then we all go, okay. The police chief also came with us and said, yeah, better for you to stay. The next morning, Alhamdulillah, Nuruddin said, this is how Allah's mercy came. At the time that we need the most. You find that Allah tests you to the certain limit, and then we ease. We dress and get ready to go. At 9 o'clock, we have to be in the court. Nuruddin said, Baba, I would like to go with you and my brothers. Are you sure? The police chief said, don't go because it's a high profile and you may make a bad scene. He said, let me go. So I put him in my right hand and grabbed him, his brother on the left, the police lie on the police in the back. Wow, he's good. We have good human being protected as bodyguard. SubhanAllah, this is how mercy of Allah, I want you to follow me. We all sit down, his side and our side. He's the last to walk with two police from the secret room in the back of the court. Hundreds of eyes staring at him. He's a celebrity. I kind of noticed Nuruddin, this is what he's going to react. He go like this. but he didn't have a shower. I put his hand. Everyone sit down, the court case start. Still, I'm worried that who representing the community and family in the United States. Then there is by the courtyard, in the market, there is a center of worshipping the statue, So they brought fruits, chicken, everything to worship. I said, then subhanAllah, I have to say this because that's what happened. Not to disrespect of anything. He said, you see, those people who came and worshipped that statue, it is, do they shy to do that? He said, no, Abuya, see, do you agree with them worship the statue? I said, no. If a person did that and have no shyness, but what are you going to make adhan is good or bad, Islamically? He said, good, adhan. I make adhan. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. At the early age, my father gave me identity to be Muslim. And then I carry on until the United States. I pass it on to our son. Because you want to seek the pleasure of Allah, with the pleasure of Allah and His Rahmah, we know that we will end up in Jannah. That's why I have aim for Jannah, and then you work accordingly. It may be baby step, but you do it. But the father have to be a role model, uswatul hasanah. Father have to take a heavy role because you are a leader. You are the Amir of the most important institution in humankind. The only institution that created by Allah is family. And when He created Adam, Islam, and Hawa, family start. That's why father take role, a positive role, be role model in every positive way. And I think we lead to this too, right?
Yeah.
About that we lead to you, subhanAllah, how perfect the way you address the question that you made. Okay, my wife and I, we always make mature in secret how to deal with the 6 boys. 6 boys. But alhamdulillah, I thank Allah, they never fought. People ask us how you do that because we thought your boys will fight. Yeah. We have a system that Ahmad, Umar, Ibrahim, the first set of first set of 3, Ahmad, you are the Amir. Right away identify in Mashura, in the consultation. You have to respect, you have to be kind to your brother, and then your brother have to be respectful, have to respect Ahmad. Musa, Salahuddin, Nuruddin is second set of 3. Musa, you the Amir. So Nuruddin, Salahuddin, you have to listen to your brother and respect him. Musa, you have to be kind. So everyone have to explain. Then Ahmad, you are the Amir overall. So even though the day that Nuruddin got shock news, he called me first in St. Louis because I was still alive. My phone, Allah allowed me to turn it off. He could not get hold of me, so he called Spain. Ahmad received. He started direct shopping. SubhanAllah. That's how it works in the most critical time. Then another thing is that my wife and I agree that if our son come to me, usually they come to the mother first. I don't know what happened. What happened, Mom? Your son loves you more than father. So my wife will say that, why don't you go ask your father? Okay, we agreed. If they go to father, I will ask her what your mom say. She said it's okay to go take a walk with my neighbor, with my friend. Did your mom say that? Yes. He want me to ask you, it's okay with you. If you say no, I will not go. He said, you can go, but make sure that you come home or go to the Masjid and make salah, like that. But also we call 2 yes, 3 no. We can put this in the book. 2 yes, 3 no. When your son come for something, the first time you say no. Oh, after I will have to talk to your father, and we all both agree that we have to say no. Then he asked again because they really want to go somewhere or do something. Probably not yet, Ahmad, okay? Not this time, it's not appropriate to know. Then the third time, if he come again, we have to say yes. That's mean very important to him. When the mother and father adore, there will be barakah. So alhamdulillah, you can go, okay? If you take your brother, make sure look after him. But be good to your friend. This man not forgiving the man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala direct the situation. Subhanallah. Until toward the end of testimony, the man cried. You saw him cry? I was over there and he's over there. And he turned around, he looked at his parents and his brother, look for the comfort, and I said, I feel so sorry. Because during testimony I called him son and nephew, right? And then, because one of my students, he's my student, my son, so I feel sorry. I have these already in my hand. So the nature of the father reflect that Allah prepared me in life that I'm going to face today. I walked toward him with the tissue. He walked toward me. Walking there is against the law of criminal law. When he walked in and he saw me grabbed, so straight out to get the tissue from my hand, and the rest I just pulled him. So I hugged him as you saw. Nuruddin. I left him, the police chief, behind him. So he said, Baba, when I saw you give him tissue, you touched away, hold his hand and you hug him, I forgive him right away. Takbir. Because he is a human being like you and me, he is not a monster. This is his word. I forgive him, Baba. I thank Allah again, say Alhamdulillah, 100% from us. This is وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ.
Question one, how do you cope with this loss? How do you cope with these losses?
MashaAllah. I lost many loved ones, my parents, my sibling, my wife, my nephew. Allah prepared the reality of life, because that's why when I retired, they said, Mudir, I want you to stay as long as you want as the principal of the school. And I said, because you still have ability to lead us, I said, thank you for your request to, this is an honor. For 31 years, I have led you to know Allah, to worship Allah, and how to return to Allah. Now I need to prepare myself to return to Allah. The quiet, because Mudir want to prepare himself to die. Okay. So what this experience, since in Thailand, because we have been, our right have been violated so many times, and our loved one also died. This is preparing us. When that's the most critical time, the reality kick in that Allah, the one who take this act, we have to accept his decision. It's not going to be easy, but trust in Allah's wisdom. He knows what is best for Salahuddin, what is best for my wife, what is best for us who are still alive. With that, it makes you feel that you are a good, true believer in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He can test us regardless. So alhamdulillah, that's what Iman have to be very strong to accept any situation that come to, that Allah offer to you. So alhamdulillah, that should help us anytime that thing happen, calm down, take a deep breath, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Especially you are parents, especially father, you have to take calm, because you're going to take decision. You're going to lead the whole family in such a way that please Allah. I hope it's okay.
So how do you maintain your identity and motivate to stay in that kind of...
It also happened when I was young boy in Thailand. My father, Haji Adam, took me to the marketplace. Most of the market, you cannot know the Chinese.
Yes.
I'm sure Muslim work in the marketplace here, right? Or Chinese. But our neighbor is a good friend. So after shopping now, it's time for Salahuddin. Okay, I'm about probably 8 years old. He said, Sombat, he found a corner outside the market, but still a lot of people walking, shopping. Time for Salat, oh my son, make adhan. I hide behind him, he said, I call him Abuya, I'm shy to make adhan. See how he used the situation to teach his son. He didn't know that one day, make sure you respect the elder. Right away, all the list they have to do. Finally, they don't have to go out smart because we have so many things to do. So this is how we raise our sons in the very hostile society. But it works because uswatul hasanah, the best form of example. I think that should be right.
Yes, Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. I just wanted to mention that on Thursday he spoke about the role of fathers in raising children. We have videotaped it, and inshallah we'll upload in Facebook and onto the YouTube, and we will then provide in our link through the Cool Mom Super Dad. Based on some of the feedback, Dr. Fauzan would like to make a comment on what we have said. Then go ahead, then, Doctor.
Jazakumullah khair, Brother Bakri. I just want to confess that Dr. Mun'im Jitmoud is more on Dawah bil Hal. He just talked about Dawah bil Lisan. But I still remember Dr. Mun'im, he wanted to say farewell to me. He sent me off at International Airport, Kansas City, 1991. He made azan. And then I think Asar. Yeah, everybody is look at it, and exactly what same azan he made just now. Then we make Salatul Jum'ah. He can do it in Muslim minority countries. Ask ourselves what we have done in majority Muslim countries. We cannot do anything. Why? Ask ourselves. So this is the, I guess, he can do effectively, he can do efficiently, but yet we just question how to do it. So I think we can learn a lot from it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You want to do now or after? Okay. You want to do? Okay. Because then you want to hit.
This is not the start to all right. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Hayya 'ala as-salah. Hayya 'ala as-salah. Hayya 'ala al-falah. Hayya 'ala al-falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
You have to make it very quick and short. Okay. What happened to the killer at the moment?
We can quick then. I will make it real quick and sweet.
But you can watch the video where he clarified on the one that we will upload. So there is a lengthy session, but a quick one.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. If he really gone through the process of trial, found guilty, he will be that he has two choices, both very bad choice. Number one is will be electrocuted. Number two, or in the dark room for the rest of his life. But we, with the tawfiq of Allah, the ability that Allah grant us, we negotiate. That we call plea deal. So our lawyer said that we offer you 36 years. Yeah. And then we're gonna agree in the courtroom, the judge will decide. So the 6 years. Then the judge, subhanAllah, so kind, when I hugged him, she reduced the sentence to 31 years. Because in the United States, the forgiveness from the family will not violate the law of the land. You commit crime, you will be punished. But we agree on like this. So we asked the judge, we asked the police and the lawyer to help him not to increase. To us it's done. But to criminal law, they still bring more evidence so that he can be more confined in the. But I said, do not increase. But if you want to reduce because of good behavior, they will give him parole. But as far as us, it's done. But to them, still. But alhamdulillah, to further answer, we plan to visit him in the jail with his father, and they were he was so happy that we're gonna go and see him. So this is, at this time, his case still not done.
Okay, thank you very much. Brothers and sisters, we are now coming to the end of the session. We sat for 3 hours, and I hope that you still remember the 2 questions. Reason why you watched Morgan Freeman video earlier this morning. One is to frame your thoughts, but second for you to tadabbur what happened. Am I right? Now the question now is, you have listened to Dr. Jitmoud for the last 2 hours. It is not the story of this man that is going to impact us. It is the story of how his forgiveness has inspired us. But the inspiration will not just stay in this room. Now I'm asking you, what are you going to do with him? That you have now been inspired, you have now had the i'tibar, and you have now the lesson in each and every one.
يا نبي الله السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله يا رسول الله